Alright, so this video is going to be solving literal equations, which means we're just solving equations kind of like we did for 1 and 2. And we're going to solve for equations that have a single constant or a single variable. So this first one, it says solve for y, kind of like what we did for the first example. Just bear with me real quick, I lost it. Autofocus here. There we go. So we're going to solve this equation for y. So what I want to do is I want to get y by itself. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to z, this z over. I'm going to have 2 times x plus y equals 2x plus 2z. Now, I could distribute the 2 through and then divide again, or I can divide now. I'm going to divide now, just to do it a different way. So if you divide, make sure you divide each part on the other side by 2. So I have x plus y equals x plus z minus x, y equals z. On this next equation, I'm going to solve for r, as it told me to. That means I'm going to solve for this little guy here. I'm going to first divide by 4 pi, because I am multiplying by 4 pi, so I'm going to divide by 4 pi first. So I have s divided by 4 pi equals r squared. We're going to take the square root of both sides, because I'm going to undo the squaring, like from geometry, equals the square root of s surface area 4 pi. Now, if I wanted to, I could try to rationalize this and everything else. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it like this. We're also going to just use the positive because we've not talked about the negative case yet this year, but when you put the square root in, you do have a plus or minus. So if you wanted to be true, you could put a plus minus here, but I would just leave it at the positive since your teacher told you so. We won't worry about the negative case right now, not until chapter 4 / when we work about quadratics. All right, the next one we have is a equals p plus PRT. And so we're going to solve for r. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract this p to the other side. A minus p equals PRT. In order to get r by itself, I need to divide by p and t. So divide by pt, divide by pt, cancels out. R equals a minus p divided by pt. Since this has a subtraction, we do not separate it out, otherwise you'd have to divide both parts. Because it has the operation of subtraction, I'm going to just keep it together as one problem. Alright, this next one here, I'm going to solve for x, solve for y. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by x, so I'm going to have y minus 7 divided by x equals 11, multiplied by x on both sides. I'm going to have y minus 7 equals 11x plus 7 plus 7, y equals 11x plus 7. Whoops, and you can't see that, I apologize. So add 7 to both sides, cancels out, I'm left with y equals 11x plus 7.